What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 here with my main man, A Young Leg. Next up, we got Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. Look, I don't have a ton to say about this one. Feyenoord's definitely decent. You know, they got through AC Milan. Inter is the far better team. I don't know. Look, the thing with Inter is they're very tactical and they know how to get to the final round of UCL. You know how you get to the final round of UCL? You get draws away and you win your fucking home games. It's really, really simple when you put it on paper. Executing it is a completely different discussion, but I think Inter is just the far better team here. I like them on the money line, but I'm not getting involved at minus 163. I'm not sure that they scored 2 goals, so I'm not loving the over 1.5 at minus 145. I don't know if Feyenoord score here at home. If anything, I'm seeing probably a 1-0 Inter win or a 0-0, maybe a 1-1 if Feyenoord can figure out how to beat this Inter defense. But look, I'm not saying that Inter is just like the best team I've ever seen. They're struggling in Italy. They don't want to win the Scudetto. They've dropped points 5 games in a row in winnable games that they've had over in Serie A. That all said, they're better than this Feyenoord team. And, you know, I'm not trying to disrespect Feyenoord. They're a very good club. They got past AC Milan. They're playing well in the Dutch league. You know, they have European pedigree, but like Milan has way more European pedigree. They've been here. They know what it takes. They were in the final, 2 years ago? Like, this is a very experienced Inter team that knows what it takes to go on the road, withstand Feyenoord's early flurry of attack being pumped up behind the home crowd, settle into the game, and get the fucking job done. And the job here is a draw is good enough. So I want to back Inter. I want to be with Inter. There's probably some Feyenoord stuff that's worth looking at as far as player props go, but I'm not getting involved in like any sides or totals here. I like the under 2.5 actually. Sorry, I take that back. Give me the under 2.5 at plus 112. I just don't see 3 goals in this game.
Yeah, especially with DeMarco now out injured. I don't know if you guys watched the game against Napoli. What a fucking free kick by him. Inter, for all those attackers they have, this great midfield they have no bite offensively.
Right.
Thuram's gone cold. Martinez is the most up and down roller coaster ride you can have for your starting fucking striker. Inter, I would love to back Inter as well, but the number sucks. Like, the number is truly horrendous. And none of these guys are making me think, hey, they're going to go out and get me this win in the Champions League. Nobody's proved it. Who am I backing here? Martinez? Thuram? Do we think that somebody's going to come off the bench? Like, I do love Inter's back line, though, but Feyenoord at home, I will give them their props. That's why taking a side here is I love the under with you, and I think this game's going to suck to watch, to be honest. I would love for Feyenoord to prove me wrong and then just pump them with like 4 and just ruin everything we told you. I just really fucking doubt it.
Look, if you guys want to get involved in Martinez, I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. Martinez, anytime goal scorer, plus 145 over on DK is definitely something worth looking at. I do have a major concern, and it bothers me that DeMarco's hurt because one of my favorite props is always DeMarco just to take 2 shots. They still haven't figured out that DeMarco just shoots like crazy. And they don't even have to be good. Like, DeMarco's just going to put up a couple of shots from midfield to test people. So that is a little bit of a disappointment. I do like Dumfries. He always seems to show up in the UCL. I can see him maybe putting a shot on target or taking 2 shots here. Kalahalungu, but his prices are going to be completely jacked. Bellerin is another good guy to look at with Mkhitaryan. This whole midfield is capable of shooting. And like I said, we're doing this early. As you guys know, I don't get predicted starting 11s from FOTMob. So this is the starting 11 from the Napoli game for Inter, and this is the starting 11 from the AC Milan game for Feyenoord. Paixão is the guy I like for Feyenoord. If anybody's going to do stuff, I think he's going to shoot and have a shot on target, maybe here for Feyenoord. But job done for Inter. If you go on the road and play to a 0-0 draw or a 1-0 win or a 1-1 draw, job done. You're coming home to the San Siro where you should baptize Feyenoord. So, yeah, look, I just find it really difficult to get involved here too much. I think if you want to play Inter to win to nil, I don't think is a bad number, or Inter to keep a clean sheet. I think both of those are definitely something to look at. Inter to win to nil plus 175 over on Bet365, which is pretty high, plus 145 kind of everywhere else. So that's something I could be interested in, but I'm probably going to take a pretty big pass here on most of this stuff, except for maybe Dumfries 2 shots and shot on target.
Yeah, I don't really have anything confident to say in any Feyenoord player, just because Musa right now is, I think, their leading goal scorer in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So it would be funny to watch him take out both Milan teams, I will say that. And Italy
it would be pretty funny.
So as far as content goes, I'm here for the Feyenoord money line.
If you really wanted to, if you wanted to get into it, I didn't look up or research this, but I'm just thinking out loud here. If you wanted to maybe ladder Feyenoord saves, if you think their keeper's just standing on his head, and that Inter is going to take a bunch of shots, that's not a bad way to go with it. I just, this is a tough one. I really, really like the under here at plus money, and that's kind of all I might get involved in here.
Inter's playing with their backup goalie right now, dude.
I know.
Bastoni might be the real deal, though. I do fuck with him.
Yeah, he's been playing super well. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Under, not the best player prop game, but we'll circle back to this one. Obviously, it's the early kickoff. We'll be doing live shows tomorrow and Wednesday as well, or at least I will be. Leg is always going to try and join us if he doesn't have work. So be sure to like and subscribe right here on youtube.com/@Burrow772. That way you'll get notified any live shows we do with the official starting 11s throughout the week. And it costs you absolutely nothing. It helps Leg and I out a ton, allows us to keep bringing you this free YouTube content. Be sure to check out the rest of the links below in the video description. Follow Leg and myself on social medias. Check out the Discords, everything else. Until next time, we look forward to seeing you at the window. Oaks up. Doses. We outside!